morning, everyone. I think it's morning for everyone because it's morning here. It's morning here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here in Scotland. So I'm a wee bit later tonight because I had something to do. So how are we all? Hope we're all fine. I've been looking down. Look, see, I've got your questions already. So how are we all? Gail's here. Hi, Gail. I think there was people here even before me. So who's all here first? I'll say hello. Hi, Sarah Jane. And who else is here? Liz. Hi, Liz. And obviously I'm here. Hi, Delene. Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Irene. Hi, Irene. I've got your question, Irene. I've got it written down. Good morning, Tracy. Hi, Carol. I think I've wrote your question as well. I think I've got everybody's question just now. Hi, Liz. And hi, Fiona. Sonny Nelson. Hi, Amanda. Hope you're well. And hi, Liz. And AB's here. Hi, Karen and everyone. Who else is here? Hi, Gail. I think I've put it too far down. Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Vicky's here. Sunny Daisy's here. Lynn's here. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Let me know that you're hearing me okay, because we had a bit of a problem with the Chit Chat show where there was an echo. So let me know that you're hearing me before I start these readings. What you can pick up, love. We send. Yeah, I do. Kiwi here watching from Queensland. Brilliant. So let me know you can hear me, okay? Because as I said, there was a hearing fine. Brilliant, Lynn. Thanks. Right, so was it Sarah Jane that asked the questions? The very first. Sarah, I've done the reading on the pow pow shooting, right? I've done one that should be on the page, but I've got some of your questions that you asked, okay? So if you look out for that, and I'll because I done one on it, okay, recently, okay. So who else? Janet. Hi, Janet. Sounds good. Brilliant. Thanks. I think Carol's another one's here, and Sue. Hi, Sue. Thanks, heaps. No, that's okay. So, and is that Edie or Eddie? Hello. Right, so we'll get started, okay? So the first question is: was Jacinda born a male? Well, we've all seen that. We've all seen that. TV, was it the TV when he was walking? But let's see. Born a male. Oh, they took him out. The born a male. Do you know what I'm getting? I haven't even turned a card, right? Look, see, the cards aren't even turned yet. And I'm getting, no, you're where they're born. And there's a special name for it, right? And they can either live as a male or live as a female. I can't remember the medical term for it, but that's what I got right away before I even turned a card. So let's see if... Yep, hold on. Oh, well, do you know it's all male cards that's coming out here? Oh my God. Right. Do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting right. This was all the cards that came out. Right, this was the first one that came out. Right, this was the second one. All males. Third. the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th, right? So that's a guess, right? But do you know what I'm getting? I'm getting that it was a decision made by um, the parents. The parents. It was that I wish I knew that medical term where they're born with the two genders and they can either live as a male or live as a female. And I'm getting it was the parents that had decided. Um, that's what I'm getting. So hold on to see, we'll go a wee bit. Hi Peter. Right, so let's see. Right. Mm-hmm. Do you know I'm getting the it just confused. It's just confused her. Her perception isn't. She doesn't see herself as a woman. That's what I'm getting. It's just now. I'm hearing she thinks she's living a lie. She thinks she's living a lie. She feels as if she's living a lie. She feels as if she's living a lie. Do you know the front that she's putting on is crumbling? It's crumbling. I asked, like, did she, you know, would she rather be a male? And it's come out yes. Mm-hmm. It's as if she's at a crossroads in her life. So that's that one answered. Oops. Right, wait till I make sure because I'll forget which ones I've fast. Right, so the next one I think Sarah Jane asked was about the pregnancy. What was it? Yeah, Sarah Jane. Right, did she give birth? Did she give birth? Let me see. Did she give birth? Oops, that's one to do. Right. I mean, I've got the you know, it's the family card here, but it's she's an opportunity, but she didn't take it. She didn't take it. So did that mean that somebody else, was it a surrogate? Was it a surrogate? Was it a surrogate? Well, she's too much of a workaholic, if you can see that. There was a quest. There was a quest to find. I don't see her giving birth at all. At all. Still not come out. I get them looking, like say, looking through maybe surrogates. Right, this has come out, right? So I use this for her, right? And this is between the two of them, right? Between the two of them, right? So you've got this one, right? And then I would say this is somebody they used, okay? Because she's between the two, you know. Do you know what I'm getting? They went back in their word. They went back in their words. Do you know what I'm seeing? Money exchanging hands, and it's as if they didn't get as much as she was promised. Whoever it is signed so that they don't disclose. So they don't disclose. Yep. Let me see this one. It says you're very close to achieving your goal. The goal is to find out if, she was there, if she gave birth. Very close to achieving your goal would be, you're very close to finding out. Yeah, I don't get her giving birth at all. I don't get it. There's nothing in this reading, like the maternally. Nothing. There's the family, yes, but maternally, no. So that was that one. Right, so what was the next question? I think Sarah Jane got in early got all questions. Right, so that was that one, so that I don't do the two of them. Right, the next one was, has she been replaced? Rounded up. Has she been replaced or rounded up? Let me see. I agree, Sarah Jane. She doesn't come across as being maternal. And even in her reading, even in her energy, she didn't come across as maternal. She puts on a lot. She puts on that. I mean, I know that you asked your first question was about was about the Pow Pows. I watched that just the other day there again, and it was fake. No, remember when she went, after that happened, she went to see them? And that's, in the reading I done, it was to project her forward onto the world stage. That's what it was for. Right, so what was this question? I forgot already. Oh, I should have been replaced or rounded up. Wow, they're all coming out. They're all jumping out. Pat, thanks very much for the super chat. Thanks very much. It's much appreciated. Right, so should be rounded up. Wow. That should be rounded up. I would say not yet. Not yet, but not yet. Do you know why? They're using an expose. Right, so this is the cards that come out, right? So that was the first one. That was the second one. So she's in union with them. Not of her choosing, by the way. They know what she's been doing to the elderly. She's going to get what's coming to her. She really is. Information's going to start coming out. See that meeting that she went to? She was meeting a man of power. A man of power. That's who she was meeting. Our Tartan Tyrant are way over there as well. Do you know what she tried to do though? She tried to deceive them, but they were too powerful for her. This is how she's feeling, but it's of her own doing. It's of her own doing. People are wakening up to her. They're wakening up to her, but not quick enough. Not quick enough. So, as I said, we'll go a wee bit deeper. Not quick enough. She's not going to get away with this. She's not. I'm not getting that she's been rounded up or replaced. I'm getting that she's been used to get the word out there. And it's bittersweet for her. See, there you go. She's trying. Let's see the two deceit, trickery and deceit. Do you know she's a sleek it? That's a good Scottish word. She's a sleek it git, slimy sleek it toad. She's quite vain. She's quite vain. The people of New Zealand have been told to persevere for a bit longer. We're persevering with our Tartan Tyrant. That's hard. It's hard when you know what they're like, you know. Sneaky snakes, pretty close, I would say. Oh, wow. Right. There's that man again, right? She was out. I mean, I know she went to see Biden, but she was summoned by somebody else. New Zealand's on the path to a brighter future. It's just taking a bit longer than they thought it would. I think I got this in a reading where the waters are getting clearer. The waters are getting clearer. Has she been replaced or rounded up? It's a yes, but I don't get. She's not been replaced yet. She's not been replaced yet, but she will be. Like I said, she's there. She always comes out. Wow. Do you know what I heard loud and clear? The axe is going to fall. The axe is going to fall. I always get this is New Zealand because of all the greenery. But better days are ahead. Better days are ahead. Okay, so what's this one? Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. Right, so what was the next one? What was the next one? What's that? Okay, put them in the right place. There we go. Right, we'll take one more and then I'll see the comments. Okay, right, so that was that one. I would say yes, she will be, but she hasn't yet. I never get her as being rounded up yet. I know other people do, but I don't, because she's helping expose. They're getting her to expose everything herself for the plain and simple reason it's hard for her because, and I don't mean that. I mean, she thought she was the best thing since sliced bloody bread. Oh, look at me, I'm great. Well, you're not that great, hen. People are seeing, and like say, through you. I think I missed one out. Right. The next one I'll do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. We'll do the food shortages next, right? But I want to see who's all in the building tonight. Who's all in tonight? Who's all in? I think I said hello to Edie. Is that what it is? Intersex in the term, apparently. Allegedly, Marco is said to be. That doesn't surprise me, Vicky. That doesn't surprise me at all. Hi, Maggie. Can you imagine me trying to say this? Hi, Liz. Hello, everyone from. Is that Wakatan? Wakatan, New Zealand. Oh no, see, I've butchered it already. Now you've even told me how to pronounce it, and I've managed to butcher it already. Pronounce Fakartani. 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 Oh, I'll need to practice this. Hi, Liz. Sarah, I have always sensed she was both. Yes, that's, I mean, even before I turned the card, that's what came through right away, that she was both, which had made her special for, yeah, exactly. Oh wow, you know the saying, buy one, get one free, that kind of thing. Hi Elaine. Well, she has a compulsive flyer. Hi Lindy. Hello Karen, so excited about this session. I too want to know about midwives. Yep, that's one. That's one of the questions, okay? The midwives who have been mandated. This is just ridiculous. Hi, EO. Hi, Carol answered that one. So it came out no. It came out no. Hi, Lisa. Sarah. Clark, the partner, has been very bent and looks like he has swung both ways. Well, the reading I done recently, she was away there, over there, having the wee, was it, what's the word, tea, something like that. Yep. Yes, they do terrible things to their own children, yeah. Hi, Louise. Elaine, I answered that question, so hopefully you were here when it was getting answered. Gail, imagine a staged relationship with Clark, hence the rumours about the nanny. Never thought to ask about the nanny. Maybe put that down. Right. What number am I at? Right. 8. But did they have a relationship? I've just put Clark in the nanny. Okay. Sarah, I have always felt the motherhood was fake just for gaining trust. Well, that would make sense. That would make sense. Our Tartan Tyrant, she didn't have children, right? But it was put out just, I think it was just before the CV, you know, the super duper, you know, scary things began. That she's miscarried. Now, anybody that's miscarried, I've got my sympathy, okay? Um, but that, to me, that was to make her, you know, a bit more human, a bit more human. She's hated now. They've got the core people in Scotland who still like and trust her, but she's absolutely hated here as well, you know. Do you know, funny story, right? See, this is me in a nutshell, right? So I'm on Twitter and I'm giving it big legs, going into to her, you know, like I've not been blocked yet. She blocks people as well that doesn't agree with her. So I was in the comments giving it big licks, especially about they were pushing the pricks, as I call them, onto pregnant women. And it said in the pamphlet, which I've got, and I showed everybody in my chit chat show, that if you're pregnant or wanting to get pregnant, you want to take this. Yeah, she's pushing it. So I'm in there getting a big licks. No for her when she was getting her updates. Not for her. For the people in the comments. Now I know that's quite difficult for people in New Zealand to do. We've got a semblance of freedom here. But, you know, I go and I see what's going through Parliament, what these absolute psychos are putting through Parliament. And I mean, they're pushing. Everybody thinks that everything's great here, and we're all back to normal, and they're going their 5 holidays a year, and you know, but they took the prick for. And I thought, we're not back to normal because they're pushing this through their policies. You know, like say the policing bill, where they've taken away your rights to protest. We've no human rights in the UK now because they've done away with them. So we're fighting that. They're absolute psychos. So of course I go in there and I, you know, go in the comments while I still can and try and get people to wake the hell up. You know, and that's the difficult part. That's the difficult part because there's a saying I always say, and this sums everybody who is still asleep. I'm all right, Jack. My life's fine. And I always say, well, there'll be a day where your life will not be fine. So this is going through Parliament, but thank God I can go to the psychic realm and my guides, and they're all, no, it won't happen. It's taken a bit longer than they thought it would, because they didn't think it would take as long to waken people up, because they're fighting hard, we're fighting hard, you're fighting hard, and you know they could wake up and then go straight back to sleep, which like say spirit is frightened of, because they would just go away for a wee while and then they would slink back. They want to get all of them. They want to get them all. There's some of them hiding. That's what's taking so bloody long, because they're hiding. You know. Yes, some of them have been rounded up, by the way, but not them all. Not them all. Okay, so where was I before I went on to this? Lisa, the Pfizer report is due out at the latest right now. Where is it? I found it. I downloaded it, but it was the first lot. It is out there, and the side effects is all out there too. Can you read the Marsden? Right, 8, 9. Can you read the Marsden points? Refinery. Also an oil refinery. They're closing it down. Right. They're closing it down. Will it close? Right, wait to see if there's any more. Ah, Sarah. Her sister may have been the surrogate. Wow. Hardadly. Right, we'll take one more and then we'll come back and we'll start doing these hardadly. Hardad Rosa here. I do left. What happened? Okay, right, so where were we? Right, we were going with the food. Right, so the food. Right, so the food. What's going on with the food? Right, what's going on with the food? What's going on with the food? Right. Do you know, I had asked what was going on with the food and it had come back with they're using it as a scare tactic. They're using it as a weapon as well. Using it as a weapon. Somebody's going to step up and say, no, they're not going to go along with this. They're not going along with it. I'll show you these cards, right? This was the three that came out, right? It took me a wee while to get the download of it, right? Because that was the ones that came out, right? They're loving what they're doing because they're loving scaring the public, right? And then this came out. That way, I think it is. Yeah. Right, so that came out first. Somebody's going to step forward and say enough's enough. Enough is enough. This person's he's quite popular. He's going to triumph. He's going to triumph over them. He's got them worried. Whoever this is, he's got them worried. Because he knows all their secrets. He knows all their secrets. I've asked, was in politics? Did they move in their circles? And the answer's yes. He moved in their circles. There's plans afoot to stop this. There's plans afoot to stop it in its tracks. Do you know what I'm seeing? When I used to work with wee ones, right? And we used to play a game of whispers where somebody would sit, we would sit in a circle. It was wee primary ones that had, and it was to teach the wee ones how distorted that the truth could be, right? And we used to kind of whisper like a wee sentence in their ear, and they used to whisper it to their neighbour, and then the last one would say the sentence, and it was never ever ever the same. It was never, and they were all. You would see their wee faces going, oh, and it was to teach them, when you could teach them how distorted that a sentence could get, how distorted the truth can get. That's what I'm seeing when this came out. Like, so they're all whisper, 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 and it's all getting distorted. It's all getting distorted. Somebody definitely holds the key to unlocking this. I wish this is all shining in this. It's because it's night time here. I'm trying. Right, I think that's better. You can see it right. Someone holds the key and is going to unlock the key, and there's documents coming. There's documents coming out. It's going to be about the food. It's going to be about this. It's just, I would say it's ready to drop. Yep, miracles are coming. Miracles are coming. I mean, like say, they're doing it over here as well. Food might be short. It's psychological war. Psychological warfare. It's all a front. An absolute front. I mean, I'm impatient for things to move as well. I'm just making sure you can see this. I'm impatient. I want things to move too. Do you know what they're going to try and pull off? Like say, a big, what's the metaphor? A big apple pie, a big cherry pie, and everybody's going to get a slice of this pie. No. Everybody's going to get a pie. Because they're going to make sure that they do. There's definitely a man. There's definitely a man in the background just now. I've seen this before. This man, this person, has all the documents. He's got all the documents. He's got them well hidden, and he's just picking his moment. He's just picking his moment. There's still grey days ahead, okay? So there's still grey days ahead, so be aware of that. But the grey days ahead will lead to this sunny days and plenty of food. There's going to be plenty of food. Their plan's crumbling as they speak. It's crumbling. It's definitely this. I wish I knew who this was. The dark days are going, if you can see this. See this up there? That's the dark days going. So they keep saying that. Conclusions are within reach. So the conclusions of, like say the food shortages, I don't see any. It's as if, if they tell you that's, I mean, it's no worse than not having any food, but that plays in your mind and that plays in your psyche, and that lowers your vibration as well. because you can't get anything else done because you're worried, and that's what they want. They want you in a perpetual state of worrying, you know. So that was that one. Right. For those of you who were wanting the future mandates and midwives, this is it. This is it coming up now. Okay. This is this question coming up now. Future mandates. Future mandates of midwives. Is there a new system coming? Right, okay. So this is your question coming now. Oh, that one took out. Right, they're fighting. There's people behind the scenes fighting these mandates, fighting them. There's information coming, right, and it's going to come out in the ribs and drabs, as we say in Scotland, like little by little by little, but it's coming out. So watch for that coming. There's so many people left midwifery that they're going to entice them back. Well, not entice them back. They're going to ask them back, and they're going to have to drop the mandates to get them back. A tiny light's been shown. Okay, so there is a tiny. What was it? Light at the end of the tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I know it's stressing people out. Absolutely stressing people out. I mean, it's just usually you get into midwifery because you love the job. You know what I mean? You love the job. The disappointment of that is over. There's new opportunities coming to get back in. Do you know what I'm getting? It'll not be the old. It'll not be the old guard. It'll not be them. It'll be what I'm getting told is right. Those who didn't take will start getting jobs in another area, doing the same because women are going to start not trusting the doctors. They're going to be going looking for people who didn't take this because they don't trust them. I'm seeing new hospitals opening. That's what I'm saying. New hospitals are opening. Not big main hospitals, but do you know, remember, I don't know, way back when it would be like maternity hospitals. I don't know if New Zealand still got maternity, but that's specifically for maternity. Everything's moving forward. The way back is the way back's moving forward. That just sounds. Yep, they're moving forward with a plan. They're moving forward with a plan, and yep, definitely this man. This man's in the background. In the background. Let's see. Those who didn't take that are getting protected. Protected because they're going to be needed. They're going to be needed. Yep. I was waiting on this card coming out because if you can see the lady in there's pregnant. I would say that's obviously the mum and that's the midwife. Yep, definitely. I mean, see that this keeps coming out in every single most reasons like it is persevere. And even when they say to me persevere, I'm at the end of my tether as well, you know, but it's persevere. You know, the your higher self as well, stepping in, stepping in. Your higher self, those who didn't take that, it was your higher self pulled you out. Because that's what I'm saying. Those who didn't, who kind of, some people it was their intuition, some people it was like research, but it was the higher self. It was that I am no longer in this matrix. I am thinking for myself, something's not right, and I'm not taking that. And it was your destiny to do that. It was your destiny. You were destined to do it. Right. Their rules are almost complete. And as I said, I don't mean that they've brought it in and it's staying in. They failed. It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Yep, definitely. Things are spiralling just now. And you feel as if it's out of control. The light's winning. It's winning. Although you can't see it. Right, okay, I get that now. Everything that you need is in place. It's all in place. They found their hiding place. They've found their hiding place. They've knocked over the first bricks to get these mandates ended. And it's quite a rosy path. Um, it might take a bit longer, but they're moving forward. Do you know what I can see? I can see soldiers, right, moving forward in the night, taking them out. Oh, two wanted out. Right, it's a time to release negativity, right? So release it. And it's like you're good enough, meaning, you know, use your intuition. Use your intuition. I would say there's a way back. I would say in this reading, the mandates are going. They're going. When they're going, between, I would say, what would that be? September, October. September, October. I mean, I know that sounds way in the future, but they're putting things in place. Oops, it's going that way. There we go. Yes, that was that one. New system. It looked as if there was a new system. It looked as if there was going to be, but it's not going to be like big places. It's going to be like, you know, like say, like cottages, like maternity cottages, that kind of thing. Um, and this is going to be women that are going to do this because They don't trust the doctors and nurses. They don't trust them. Right, so the next one was Prince William. Was he real or a double? I mean, that was just quite a spectacular jubilee. I watched it, didn't believe a word of it. She was on the balcony, and then she wasn't at the St Paul's. I think she's away. I get she's away. I get after the jubilee celebrations, any time after that, and you can hear you expect to hear that London Bridge is falling, because the psychic side of me felt that she's been away from February, right? February she's away. The head side of me, the brain side of me, kind of looking to see what's coming out in the news, because obviously, as you know, that's my background. They're preparing the nation. They're preparing the nation. Because that was even to yesterday. Oh, Her Majesty can't go to St Paul's. I guess she's no bloody there. Of course she can't go to St Paul's unless she flies in her broomstick. Right, so this was about Prince William. Is he real or is he a double? Oh, that's upside down. Is he real or is it a double? So we see. What do we see? Wow, jeez, oh man. Right, is he real or is he? It's not really answered about Prince William. It sounds, maybe it was because I was talking about the Queen, right? After the celebration, right, which would be the Jubilee, I'll ask about Prince William again, and the next one is probably because I was talking about there's going to be heartbreak. That might be Queenie off the planet in a broomstick. There's going to be a union. A union. I can't see Charles being king. I just can't. I can see him being king and then away. Because they're going to try and put Queen Camilla, and it's not going to wash with the public. It just won't wash. And that's the lone king. The lone king. Right, so this is about Prince William. Right, so is Prince William a real or a double? Oh, check him out. Is he real or a double? Oh. Wow, do you know, they're leaving it to people's perception. Their perception. It's not the same wee boy as he was. I get he's away. I get he's away. Wow. I get he lost. He lost. Let's see what this is. I'm getting the person who's an imposter. So if he's an imposter, is that why all this is going on with Harry? Can Harry tell? Is he an imposter as well? Wow. Oh, they two wanted out. I'm getting a woman knows. A woman knows. Yep, definitely. There's two women that know. I get that as Kate. This one is Kate, right? Maybe that's why they're not getting on. Because maybe that's not her husband. And I get that as Camilla. I'm getting. I've never got this before when I've done readings in William, but I'm getting it. Something happened to. Remember in one of my readings, I had said that, I might have misinterpreted, right? I always say when I think I've misinterpreted something, but in my readings I've always said that there was a young, like say, one of the young royals is going to pass away. I'm wondering if it was William and if they've put in a body double because he's the king. He's going to be the future king. So, wow. A fire? Was it a fire? Was it a? I'm trying to think. Was it a fire in one of the? Was it Windsor Castle? Because I'm getting fire, smoke, choking. Okay. I'm getting. He's buried. He's buried either in Windsor Castle or one of them. The good guys know. The good guys know. I'm getting it was an initiation that went wrong. Went wrong. I get that he was young, really, really young. I never thought that would come out. Was he real or is it a double? And it's the clarifier's nothing set in stone, so that would tell me that whoever's in there's not real. Because I was hearing rumours that him and Catherine went getting on, and then Harry went away. So, given what I know now, I would go back and watch what Harry's been saying. Because he got out, he said. He got out. But was it that he wanted his brother out, so he can't know. I never thought that would come out. I never thought that would come out. I'll need to go back and look at the pictures of William when he was young and compare them. So I think it answered that he's a double. He's a double. Right, we were going to have a wee look at Clark and the Nanny. Then I'll read the comments again. So what was it we were asking about Clark? Oh wow, that's come flying out. I'm getting in the fear. I've not turned the card yet. I'm getting in the fear. Oh wow, yeah. Right. I'm getting the hit in the fear. It caused massive trouble. She was paid off. But I'm wondering, does she have a child? Do the two of them, is there two children, or was it her child? There's something to do with the nanny and a child. The nanny and a child. Keep away any time. Right, there was trickery went on. Trickery. They tricked her. She was attracted by the money, and then they didn't pay her. They paid her off, but they weren't paying her as much as they promised her. But then she knows things. She knows things. So they paid her off. She could cause them quite a lot of trouble. So she could. She's in hiding. She's been protected. Yep, definitely. She's been protected from these people. She's talking to a woman, a good woman. She's talking to her. She holds the key, and she holds some of the documents. She was put in there. To spy. There's a few adjustments still to go, a few things before she can spill the beans. I didn't answer about them. Well, they were. I think they had a fling. Right, that was that one. Right, so I'll read a few more comments and then we'll do the last two. Much appreciate you being up in the wee hours for us. That's okay. I'm usually up late. It's as if I can before I would sleep. I would sleep all night and then get up and I would be really, really tired. It's as if I had been like, away doing a 14 hour shift somewhere. But these past few weeks I've been alright. I've been just kind of right enough. I've been going to bed late. Maybe that's what it is. Boris is such a liar. Yeah, Sarah Jane. Kiwis have been blindsided. As too nice and trusting. Yes, I think that happened to Canada as well. The reason it happened in Scotland was because the the referendum blindsided a hell of a lot of people to the SNP and to Nicola Sturgeon, and they think the sun shines out her backside. I can't watch the live, but we'll watch later this evening. That's good. She's always been sleek at an actress. Yep. I just done that one, Irene. I just done that one. This gives me such joy from the ones of the other issues of the world can agree with. Yeah, I go with your intuition. I've always went with my intuition. Always. If I get a bad feeling about, see, somebody's got to make a good first impression in me. Because see if they don't, I'll no trust them. I'll just not, and they could be nice after that. I'll just not trust them because my intuition has told me no. You know. Oh, something weird, where it's jumped. A sleeky get me and a very cunning, sneaky person. Love the Scottish slang, yeah. Can you do it? I'll not get it to it tonight, but I'll mark it down for the next time. The Reader of the House, Trevor Mallard. So who's he? He played a big part in protests, Parliament grounds. Played a big part. Right, okay. Okay. I marked it down. I'll put it in my book later on. Yeah, totally the same here. I'm all right, so bugger. Yeah, exactly. Selfish people. But that's the way they've been brought up to do. That's the psyche. And another one I say is, they see want must have. They see it, they want it, and they must have it. Anything new that comes out, they've got to have it. Even if they can't afford it, they've got to have it. The evil so deep, and I hear in Australia there are still children being rescued. I we were the same. I think I did a reading on it, maybe 2020, and it was winter, and it was Edinburgh, and people, there was like a loud boom, and people were phoning the police and everything to see what this loud boom was, and they said, oh, it was lightning. And they're like, well, we don't get lightning in winter. I mean, we get lightning, but no that, you know, like the thunder. But they said it was like nothing they'd ever heard before. And I says maybe it was the tunnels because they're everywhere. There's tunnels that you can walk in Edinburgh. So if there's tunnels that you can walk in, there's tunnels. You know. Yeah, the info's out there, but they don't, because it doesn't affect their life. It's that I'm all right, Jack. My life's fine, and you lot can go. Use are all these conspiracies. You know, I would love a reading on when Canadians who haven't received the you know what are able to travel again. Somebody had messaged me it, so Trisha, I've got that down for a reading on Canada soon. Okay, right. I'll mark this down and all. British naval ships down in Australia. Okay, I'll mark that down and I'll put it in my book so that I'll get to it hopefully. He came into my mind, Carol. He came into my mind when I was doing that reading. I couldn't remember his name, and I was talking about him tonight with somebody. Yep, exactly. Do you know? In my TikTok show, I always say to people, why worry about things that you can't change? Because you'll be sending yourself absolutely crazy. I always say to them, when they were worrying about what was going on, and that place that they're fighting over, because we've got to watch what we're saying on YouTube. That place that they were fighting over, when neighbours are fighting, neighbours become good friends. Um, we can't do anything about it, so why are we worrying? I mean, I can't go over there, so why am I sitting here worrying about it? I mean, you end up with a headache. And then other things that I can't change. What I can't change, I tend not to worry about it because I can't change it. Things I can change, then I try and do something about it. You know, don't I? I've stocked up on food just in case. My husband thinks I'm bonkers. They can't understand that I'm trying to protect my family in case things go bad. Well, hopefully you'll not need it, but it's good to have it there. I've stocked up on food as well. Do you know the food I've stocked up on? Cat food. I mean, geez, oh man. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. I'll be scraping about trying to find something and she'll be eating like a queen. So she will. She's up. She's in her bed sleeping. I fed her before I come on. Yep, Gail. They're trying to keep us in fear and lower vibration. I mean, that's what they live off. They live off fear. You know, people being frightened and they, you know, salivate. Um, when we had Cameron in power, I found this before. I had always been like getting downloads for Spirit, but one thing always stumped me was when Cameron was in. You know, he was the Prime Minister, and no sooner had he went in, and he was wanting to give a survey out to see how happy people were. And before that, I always wondered, what is he talking about? Now I know, because they don't want people to be happy. They want people to be miserable, in fear, and, you know, so that they can feed. It's like feeding the beast. Yep. The potato famine was orchestrated as well. There is always food. We live on an abundant planet. Yep. It was the same in, was it India? Oh, the name escapes me. I think it was somewhere in India when, you know, the British bloody Empire, when Churchill starved all those people, you know. I'll take a couple more before I'll do the last two. Charles' best mate, Jimmy Savile, Kiddie Fiddler from way back. How is he? Yeah. Do you know, there was a picture and it's got him, Jimmy Savile, and that absolute crazy psycho that killed all those children in Dunblane. Now, I have a theory about Dunblane. I'll not go into it tonight, but I have a theory on it. Because I don't think it was all that. It was the truth wasn't told. That's wasn't told. There was something else went on. Other readers have said all the royals are doubles gone. That could be true. That could be true because even Charles doesn't look, you know. And the Queen's got that many faces. She's got that many faces. Jeez, oh man. She must just put her head on and go out. I've heard that as well. Yep, could be. See, that would work out for what the card said, but only it wasn't Harry, it was William. But I was watching, you know, it was on right when I was flicking through, and when I looked at Harry tonight when he was, you know, like when they're giving, you know, like when he was young, I said he didn't even have the same colour of bloody hair. It didn't even look. It looked like a different wee boy. I looked a different wee boy. Diana knows she took the real Harry and William with her. I feel Diana is still alive. I've channeled Diana. Right now, she comes in to me. I think I've channeled her twice. At the first time, she's on like jeans and a white shirt, and her hair was short. I can't remember the second one. And I got her energy as here but not here but not here. But it wouldn't surprise me if she took them with her because she knew what went on in there. So it wouldn't surprise me if she took them with her. Do you remember? Maybe you don't. See that statue that they unveiled? I think it was outside Kensington Palace. Looked nothing like her. In fact, the older lady that was standing that William and then Harry went over and kissed looked more like Diana than the statue. She was standing, it's as if she had shrunk, right? Because Diana was quite tall. It was as if she had shrunk. She had a walking stick with her now. I don't know, I think she had a sister. So it might have been the sister. But she looked like Diana. She looked like her. Harry and Meghan don't have kids. You never see them. You never see them. In fact, I seen one that has wee ones and they look like, see one of the wee reborn dogs that you get? That's what his wee look like. And they can get made to look like them. So they can. Right, so apparently the nanny was paid off and sent to Brazil. Also something about sending the nanny to, is it that island in Auckland? Bless her, Karen, we are truly grateful that you are here with us in New Zealand. It means so much to us Kiwis. I'm just glad to be helping. I mean, when I had meditated to see, you know, what who needed help, and it was New Zealand. And I've said that I think it's on here before where there was a wee chink of light that we could just get in, and the light is coming back. It's coming back, you know. Thank you so much. My intuition tells me the health mandates will be upheld to allow the mandated health professionals start under a new system. They will be rewarded. I've just done that, Irene. I've just done it. Yep, Angelique. Oh yes, I remember that boom too. They said it was them blowing up the tunnels. I wasn't sure to believe it or not. I mean, it was strange because Scotland's used to like kind of weather. We're used to thunder and lightning. We're used to rain, obviously, but it was strange enough for people to phone in. They were phoning. I think they were phoning the news and they were phoning the police Scotland. They were phoning to see what it was because it was so loud. I mean, I think it was 2020. I done that reading on it. Yep. One of my friends is in the zone where it's flooding all the time. It's such a hotspot. The floods were man-made, of course, and were caused by the bad guys actually destroying evidence. Yeah. We had a loud boom in Nelson last week. Yep. I mean, there was a big traffic, um, you know, trafficking ring exposed. So it's coming to the mainstream. Well, I don't know if it's coming to the mainstream. I seen it. It was in America. So I'll do the last two and then I'll need to go because it's 2:30 here. Right, so last two. So what's the last two? What's the last two? All right, can you read the Marston Point Oil Refinery? We'll close it down. Right, we'll let close down. We'll let close down. Well, the refinery close down. Oops, this one to do right away. Oh, these two want to do. Oh, I'll take that because it was there. We'll leave that one there. Right, it looks as if the opportunity, they're not going to take up the opportunity and they're going to be disappointed. There's money involved. There's money involved. Money's involved in this. I see exposure. Exposure in it. Oh, well, this one to do. Sorted that one. I wanted over there, obviously. Right, let me see now. Right, there's a lot of insecurity around this. A lot of insecurity. People are watching in the shadows. They're in the shadows. They're in the shadows. They want to turn this into something else. Whatever this is, they're having difficulty. They're having difficulty getting this to go. Getting it to go. They can't get it off the ground. I'm getting it. They're wanting to close this down to bring in something else. To bring in something else. Is that a big employer? Does that employ a lot of people? Or does it, like, say, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, say, how you, I mean, it's quite a use, which if it goes, it'll be catastrophic. I'm getting a yes. It will close down, but a yes and no. A yes and no. They definitely want to close this down, but there's somebody's holding out. Somebody's holding out. Will it be a last minute deal thing? Will it be? Should we see? Wow. It's like the decision's no made again. It's no made yet. The one that kind of fell out was it's like a new beginning. Will it close down and open up again? Is something else? I'll maybe try and do a more. I mean, I've just done a wee quick read on it, but I'll maybe try and do a more in depth reading because it looks as if they're all fighting over it. They're trying to close it down and open it up as something else. There's something about it. There's something about it. Okay, so it kind of half answered. Half answered. So the last one. Last one. There we go. Right, the last one is right. So that was about the dad. Right. So about her dad. Why did he leave? So why did he leave? Why did he leave? Oh, oh wow. Oh wow. Right. He left because he deceived somebody. Right. He deceived somebody. Right. So I get that as him. Right. There's a lot of people after him. A lot of people. I don't know if they've got him yet. I don't know. There's triumph there, so whoever it is that's after him is going to triumph. So whatever it was he done, whatever it was he done. I get he's a bit dodgy as well. What did he want to do? He's acting the victim. He's either acting the victim or he's got victims. Definitely a quest to find him. Do you know, it's as if it's something to do with business that he tried to expand and he tricked. I feel as if he tricked people out of money. He tricked them out of money. Oof. Right, hold on. Right. Right. There was a. I feel as if it was a business venture of not in flames. Not in flames. Whatever this is, it's woke a sleeping giant. I don't know if you can see this in this card. Right, see that? Can you see it? There's a sleeping giant just about there. If you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. It's a sleeping giant anyway. Wherever he is, he's out in the cold. He's out in the cold. Okay, so that's that one done. Just a wee clarifier. Right, a personal issue he's got is going to reach a resolution round about June, July. June, July, okay. So that's that one done. So let me think now. Right. So I'll take a few more. We'll see what you're saying. And then I'll need to go. Great for mummy there. Yep. Making sure my cat's okay. Because, I mean, she's I don't know if you've heard her mew, but she's quite quiet when she's mewing, right? But then if I ignore her, she gets louder and louder and louder until I can't ignore her anymore. I've got loads of tin food. Loads of tin food and water stored good. I've lost the place again. Right. Thank you so much for reading the food. I'm so grateful to you for these readings. No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I know how. I mean, do you know? I went into the store that I usually get. I usually get into this store because I was always wearing their mask. They were always wearing their mask. I would be the only one who wouldn't have mine on, and I just must be the rebel in me. And I went in on Saturday, I think it was, and there was nothing. Nothing in, like you get in there's like a fridge in the left hand side, and then right at the back there's a fridge. And I thought, oh my goodness, the food shortages have started, right? Because there was nothing in the fridges. And I was going in, because I usually have lunch with one of my wee, my wee clients that I used to look after, and I still kind of make sure he's all right. So I was taking lunch round and we were going to have a wee bite to eat and everything. And I says to him, I says, you'll never guess what. I says, remember I was saying about the food? Oh, I was away. He was trying to scrape me off the ceiling. And I says, there was nothing there. I says, there was nothing in the fridges. I says, I mean, there was tins and everything else in the shop was fine. And he says to me, do you not think there might be something wrong with the fridge? And I thought, because the fridge, it's like, they're all joined. So if one goes, the other one will go. And I thought, oh, maybe I'm not as in my higher self as I think I am, and I panicked. But I think it's because I'm with people who do panic, and that was my first thought. I thought, why are you worrying? Because you're fine. I think I worry for other people though. I think that was what it was. I love your humour. I mean, you've got to laugh. You've got to laugh. It keeps your vibration up. Different eyes, Harry too. It could be, yeah. It definitely had different hair. It was even different. I mean, the other one. I mean, the wee boy that was walking behind Mum's coffin had straight hair, and it was fair. It was fair, not ginger, fair. Lady Di saved Harry. Yep. Yeah. Princess Diana seems to be a lot more concerned about Harry than she is women. When she came through to me, when I did my reading, she was worried about Harry. That's what she was. That's who she was worried about. Diana is a Palladian. I've not really got that yet, but I can't say one way or the other because I've not. It's not something that I've got. Harry and Meghan are a brand, possibly. Yeah, I think it was his sister. I mean, but she looked like her. She looked like Diana. I mean, at the time, I thought it was because at the time I remember looking at that statue and thinking, the final insult to Diana, they made that statue as ugly as they could. And then when like say William and Harry went to, and I thought she looks like Diana, and then I thought, wonder if that's his sister. Diana used to come into the clinic where I worked in London. Interesting energy. However, she had her flaws. Aye, of course she did, like everybody else. Yeah, no one will fall for the monkeypox. Didn't Africa vote against that? Yes, I don't feel that will happen either. Both part of Um, well, Boris has signed up to it. I had read somewhere where they've abandoned it because too many people are against it. I think they'll try and find another way. But no yon way where I couldn't verify where the information had came from because I like to verify things first before I get information. I can't see it happening either. To receive was it now? Thank you, Karen. It really is a beautiful place, New Zealand, and the spirit of the land is strong. Yep, I've always been drawn to New Zealand. I've always thought that New Zealand and Scotland are like no twin, but like maybe like siblings, right? Like the countries are siblings, because what I've seen, I only like like the pictures and videos and stuff like New Zealand's. It's like Scotland. It's beautiful. It's Scotland. I've always been drawn to New Zealand. As if I've said this before. As if I lived there in a past life. I lived in New Zealand because places are familiar. I can't even pronounce them right now, but they're familiar to me. They're familiar. Yeah, I'm just going. Time for bed, guys. Thank you so much. Wish I could transport the beautiful light from where I am sitting on the beach. Oh my god, I'm at the beach. I'm sitting here in my room. This is my writing room. You can tell everything's everywhere because I'm writing and stuff. So this is where I do the readings as well, and I've got a board up there of people's readings who's needing. So I've got a couple of wee readings to do tomorrow, but they're email, so I'll get them done. I think that was us. Thank you, Karen, for all you do for us. Marston, yes. A big employer. I thought he was a big employer. I never got as much as I wanted to get, so that's what I'm going to. I'll wait a couple of. I don't like to say, hey, Spirit, I'm going to, you want to do this again. So I'll wait for a couple of weeks and then I'll try it again. There is a there is a huge protest outside the refinery right now. Wow. Oh, it will make New Zealand reliable on outside sources. There was a ship heading to Australia with oil. On the way, they got offered more money, so turned around and back to you get honest to God. See, don't get me started on these greedy, greedy people. Could it be white hats and to do with the tunnels? Very odd. Too close. I mean, white hats are busy. I call them the good guys. Are busy. Right, I think that's us. Right, thank you so much for doing these readings for us, Karen. They mean so much to us when it doesn't seem things are happening fast enough. Sending you love, lots of love and light. You're amazing. Oh, thanks very much. I'm just trying to do, like say, share my gift and make sure that people are lift your spirits and try and carry you a wee bit, because I know what it was like for us, over in Scotland. But I'm part of a group that we were away trying to overthrow the government. We would have been probably in jail, but never mind, at least we'd have been trying to do something. But only 40 people turned up. That's what we're up against. Anyways, I think that's me. I will send you some videos and pronunciations for fun. Sarah Jane, that's a good idea. And I'll come on and I'll impress you with all the things and all the words and all the pronunciations that I'll still get wrong. I'll still get them wrong, probably. Right, well, I'll go and I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm Nanny. I'll be back. I'm not really sure. I was going to try and get a read done tomorrow, but I'm going to try and get into the town tomorrow, because the town, that's Glasgow, we call it the town. Because there's something going on in George Square about there seems to be a hell of a lot of young boys getting murdered. So I think it's to raise awareness. So I want to go and cover that for the Chit Chat show. So if I can manage to get in, if I get some sleep. Get some sleep. Right, so not sure. I've got a wee is it coffee? Buy me a coffee. Somebody, a couple of you in the chat said you wanted to support me. And you don't need to, but it's lovely and it's a nice gesture. So I think it's COFI, right? But I'll put the link in whenever, and it's just the price of a cup of coffee. It's nothing, but I just, obviously because people had it offered, I thought, right, okay. But on that, I can I'm going to be doing wee daily, just like picking a card and daily updates on there just for the day. Just a wee message for spirit kind of thing, to keep that going as well, because I can use that as a blog as well. So, but I'll talk a bit more about that next time, okay? So I'll go. I'm English, can be in New Zealand 25 years. Still don't pronounce properly. Well, at least I'm not that bad. I've not been there. So anyway, I'll go and try and keep your chins up and try and keep your vibration up. I know it's hard, especially when you've got a fucking maniac. Oh, sorry. That wee word slipped out there. When you have a maniac running the bloody show, okay? So I'll go and I'll be back soon, and just sending all my everything I can send your way as well. We'll get through this. We will get through this, because we don't belong to them. We don't belong to them. Humans don't belong to these people, and it's time they were away. And they will be away. Okay, so I'll go and I'll see you soon. Okay, I'll be back to the normal time next week. Okay, 11 o'clock. I'll not be up till like 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning, they go to bed. The cats are to bed 11. Anyway, I'll see you soon, and thanks so much for coming in here, because I can't do these without you. Okay, I'm very, very humbled that you come in. All right, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.